Hey everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of First Impressions on the Scratch the Track podcast presented by the Dude and Grim Show and co-produced by Mr. IVEST. I am the Dude.
And I am Grim. And today we're going to take it upstairs and go live from the rooftop with Nims. Mr. the one and only Kerblamski. Live from the rooftop.
Oh, yeah. Now, not many people may be familiar with this. This probably, it was released, I would say about a couple weeks or a month ago.
Yeah.
It probably wasn't on a whole lot of people's calendars in anticipation, but we're very excited to be talking about it today because it is Kerblamski, a good friend of ours, and he is somewhat related to the show. And this is, his show Live from the Rooftop. Not to be confused
with the Beatles rooftop concert. Yeah, I know. And it's
tough. Not that.
I think it would kind of be amazing if one of his music videos was footage of the rooftop concert with his music playing because, dude.
And just the camera of Billy Preston with his
specifically,
music behind
because he's actually on a keyboard at least, which is close to a modular set.
So if you want to put us in charge of making the music video, we will do that.
Accepted.
Okay? We'll figure it out. We won't even charge you.
Yeah.
So I think that would be cool.
So anyways, what I think is cool about this is I know a handful of people that have done an actual release of something, and it's really cool to be able to, just know the person who did this, have heard and seen a lot of this beforehand, and then see it come to fruition that I can just be looking on Amazon Music as I would for, if I wanted to listen to Four Non Blondes, for example. Kerblamski is right up in there too.
Yep. No, it is cool. And, overall, I would say I don't typically gravitate towards sort of electronic music. But having said that, if I think about some of my favorite bands and my favorite musicians, Nine Inch Nails, Radiohead, Flaming Lips, LCD Sound System, they incorporate so much of what he did and how he plays. I guess if that's how you want to say it,
yeah.
How someone plays in these types of performances, there's so much of that just incorporated. And so even if you're not a huge fan of electronic music, you can listen to something like this and you're like, wow, you start to recognize, hey, I hear all these different sounds and things in a lot of the bands and music that I listen to.
Yeah. Yeah. And one thing that's fascinating to me is I got a couple synthesizers back here, which are kind of more tonally based, but the modular synthesizer is a whole different animal. And not to say that it's not tonal, but it's typically, I guess you could have a module with a keyboard, but when you think about it, it's not so much about playing a keyboard. It's all in the routing. And when you understand the insane complexity of the signal routing in one of these machines, to be able to get what he's doing, because it's everything. It's not like a separate drum. And I guess you could argue there's separate modules for all these things, but somehow this all ties together in just this massive electronic beast. And it's impressive to look at when you see the picture.
Oh my God.
You're just like
spaghetti.
The worst thing you could ever do is just walk by that machine and go and just pull one out. Just one, dude.
Dude, you could. Yeah. Don't upset your wife.
Yeah. Dude. Yeah. You need that thing on lock and key. I would think about either a fingerprint or retina sort of scanning system to allow access.
Dude, lock your studio. Absolutely. Yeah. And so, the cool thing, and I've listened to this a few times now, and what I find is when I'm listening to it, and I think it almost occurred to me today, I was like, this is live. He's doing this live. This is
where I was going next. I'm glad you brought it up.
Yeah. And to me, I'm just if you would have told me, hey, this is, I did this in the studio and put it together, I'd be like, wow, that's really impressive. But to be able to do this for an extended period of time in front of people, honestly, that is so unbelievably impressive. And I again, this is it's 23 minutes, 5 songs. I think one of the songs is a very short intro, which is like, so it's, I would just recommend people give this a listen and, make it, get the likes up and everything and subscribe and comment below.
Yeah.
But I just think it would be, definitely give it a listen.
Kerblamski. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we should link his channel here.
Yeah, we will. That's one thing where I was going to mention that is the beauty of doing a live recording with this specific thing, because everything is just coming out of this machine and it's directly wired in. So it doesn't matter if he's, in Abbey Road Studios or like theoretically at Everest Base Camp. I mean, the quality is going to be exactly the same and no bit of ambient noise or anything, which is cool because the intro is obviously someone who's mic'd in front of a live crowd. But then the music comes in and it's just pure, clean, like beautifully recorded signal. It's really high quality.
Definitely. So, well, I would just say, definitely give it a listen, give it a like, follow it. He's on Apple, Amazon, Spotify, Tidal, Pandora, Deezer, pretty much everywhere you can be. He is.
Now oh, sorry, go on.
No, I was going to say, and I believe he's also working on a studio album as well.
Yeah. And I don't know if the little project that I heard about was actually his studio album or if it's just something that he's doing as like a side project for From the Rooftop. And it was actually like taking bits of this album and combining them with Paul McCartney's Ram so that it's Kerblamski. And I think that there's been talk about it, that it's going to be Kerblamski.
Yeah, I think Paul signed off on it, so it's probably deep in the works.
Oh yeah,
so
deep
in
the works.
Yes, deep. Well, Grim, I think that about wraps our first impression up of Kerblamski from the Rooftop.
Like, subscribe, and comment.
Time to go.
Thanks for watching, everyone. It's time to go
on the Dude and Grim Show.
Dude and Grim Show.
Scratch the Track is produced by the Dude and Grim. Additional music provided by More. That's ... M-O-R-E. And the Tims, Timnz. Copyright 2020 to the Dude and Grim Show.